Hello everyone, I'm Priyanka Shah and welcome to my YouTube channel Mathlite. In this video, we'll continue with exercise 3E from chapter Compound Interest Using Formula. So starting with question number 6. A sum of money was invested for 3 years, interest being compounded annually. The rates for successive years were 10%, 15% and 18% respectively. If the compound interest for the second year amounted to Rs 4950, find the sum invested. There is certain sum of money which is being invested. So the sum of money is nothing but principal, the original sum which you are investing. Okay, we need to find that. So let's say the principal is X rupees, okay, which we need to calculate. A sum of money was invested for 3 years, interest being compounded annually. So the interest is calculated annually. We'll use normal formula for amount. The rates for successive years were 10%, 15% and 18% respectively. So the rate for successive years, that is back-to-back years. For first year it is this, for second year it is this, for third year it is this. Okay. So go in order. Okay. So for first year, that is R1 will be 10%. For second year, R2 is 15%. For third year, R3 is 18%. If the compound interest for the second year amounted to Rs 4950, for second year, compound interest for second year, not 2 years, only second year is given. Okay. So read the question very carefully. Compound interest for second year only is 4950 rupees. Now before moving on with the question, let me give you an example. It will help you in understanding how to solve the question. So let's say you have invested 100 rupees. The money that you invest is nothing but principal. Okay. Now let's say the rate of interest is same throughout, ठीक है, 10% है. Okay. So amount for each year will be what? Amount for first year it will be 110 rupees. Okay. Amount for second year it will be 121 rupees. Amount for third year it will be 133.1 rupees. Okay. Now what if you need to find the compound interest for 1 year? It will be amount minus principal. This is the formula we use. Now which amount and which principal? You will consider the amount of first year minus principal. Correct? So that will be 10 rupees. Correct? Now what if you need to find a compound interest for 2 years? Again amount minus principal. Which amount which principal? 2 years के लिए find करना है. तो you will consider amount for 2 years, that is second year, minus the original sum. Correct? Because you are finding for 2 years, both the years. So second year minus the original. So that will give you 21 rupees. Same thing for 3 years. You will take A3 minus P and that will get 33.1 rupees. Now what if you need to find only for second year or only for third year? Now again the same formula, amount and principal, but which amount and which principal? Let's say you need to find compound interest for second year in this example. Okay. So it will be A minus P. Now which A and which P? For second year बोला है, तो you will consider the amount for second year and principal for second year. Amount for second year is this. For 2 years, that is amount for second year. So 121, that is basically A2. Okay. And principal for second year. What is principal for second year? It is not this principal. No. It is this. Amount of previous year becomes the principal for the next year. So amount of first year becomes the principal for the second year. Right? So far we have studied. So this is the principal for second year. So amount for second year minus principal for second year will give you the compound interest for second year. Okay. Similarly for third year. For third year only you need to find, then you will take amount of third year minus the amount of second year. Amount of second year becomes the principal for third year. Okay. So be very careful in this. So second year के लिए बोला है तो you will take A2 minus A1 not A2 minus P, because A2 minus P will give you the compound interest for 2 years, not only second year. Okay. So same thing we will be applying over here. Compound interest for second year is given to us, so you will calculate amount for 2 years and amount for 1 year, and that you will subtract. Okay. So A2 minus A1 will give you the compound interest for second year. Okay. So now let us move on to the question. So CI for second year is amount for second year minus the amount of first year, which becomes the principal for second year. Okay. Now we need to find amount for 2 years and amount for 1 year. Second year is nothing but 2 years. Okay. So amount for 2 years and amount for 1 year we need to find out. So for first year, that is 1 year. Okay. For 1 year, principal is X rupees. Okay. Rate of interest for 1 year is 10%. For first year it is 10%, and N will be 1. So you will find the amount for 1 year. It will be P into 1 plus R1 upon 100 raised to N. Okay. You will substitute the values. P is X, rest we know, so you will get something in terms of X. Correct. Now same thing for 2 years. For 2 years you will calculate amount. Principal will be X rupees. Okay. From original time you are calculating, from beginning you are calculating the amount for 2 years. Kitna hoga? Okay. A2 we need to find. So principal will be X rupees only. Okay. R1 is 10%, R2 is 15%. Okay. Now what is the formula when the rate of interest is different for all consecutive years, for successive years? What will you do? You will take P into 1 plus R1 upon 100 into 1 plus R2 upon 100. Correct. For first year, separate bracket. For second year, separate bracket. Similarly for 3 years you need to find, then there will be separate bracket for 1 plus R3 upon 100. Okay. So this will give you amount in 2 years, that is amount in second year. Okay. Now again this is unknown, rest all we know. Okay. So you will get again something in terms of X. So A2 will be something in terms of X minus A1 will be something in terms of X. This minus this is equal to 4950. Solve this and you will get the value of X, that is the original sum of money. Okay. So it's very easy. The only important part is principal kaun sa hoga. Okay. So that is the only important part that you need to focus on. So let us now write down the given in proper manner and start solving. So you have to write down some given information. Okay. So at the beginning just write down a statement, let the sum of money invested be X rupees, and write down all the rest of the given information. Now we need to find the amount for second year and amount for first year. Alright, so first we'll find for first year. So for first year or 1 year, okay, principal is rupees X. R is 10%. For first year it is 10%. Be very careful. N is 1 year. Now A1 will be P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. Substitute the values. So X into 1 plus R1 is 10 upon 100 raised to N is 1. 0, 0 gets cancelled. So X into 1 plus 1 upon 10. We'll take LCM and solve this. So A1 is equal to X into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10. So that gives X into 11 upon 10. So you can rewrite it as 11x upon 10. rupees. This is the amount for first year. Now this becomes the principal for the second year. Okay, so you can also solve it in another way. Take this as principal and calculate the amount for second year. That way also you can solve. Okay, or directly you can use the formula, this formula, and what you will do, take principal into 1 plus r1 upon 100 into 1 plus r2 upon 100. So both the ways you will get same answer. Alright, so you can consider this also as principal and calculate for second year. So for 2 years, principal is x rupees, r1 is 10%, r2 is 15%, and n you don't need to write. For first year it will be separate, 1 year hoga and this 1 year. Okay, so amount for 2 years, that is second year, will be p into 1 plus r1 upon 100 into 1 plus r2 upon 100. Okay, now you can also use the other method, that is for second year. Okay, principal क्या हो जाएगा, amount of previous year, that is a1, that was 11x upon 10, and r for second year is 15%. Okay, and n will be 1 year. So you can solve it this way also. You will get a2 ka value. The value that you get by this method is similar to the value, same. Okay, it is going to be same, not similar, same. So principal is x rupees, 1 plus r1 is 10 upon 100 into 1 plus 15 upon 100. 0 0 gets cancelled, 5 3s are, 5 20s are. So x into 1 plus 1 upon 10 into 1 plus 3 upon 20. So we get x into 10 upon 10 plus 1 upon 10 into 20 upon 20 plus 3 upon 20. So a2 is equal to x into 11 upon 10 into 23 upon 20. So 23 into 11 करते हैं. Okay, so 253, 10 into 20, 200 x. So a2 is this much rupees. Now compound interest for second year is a minus p. Which a and which p? It will be amount for second year minus principal of second year. What is amount for second year? A2. What is principal for second year? A1. Now substitute the values. So CI for second year is A2 is this 253x upon 200 and A1 was 11x upon 10. Now let's solve this. So over here we need to make this 200, so multiply and divide by 20. Okay, so 253x upon 200 minus 20 into 11, 220x upon 200. So 253x minus 220x upon 200. So that will give you 33x upon 200. Okay. So CI for second year is this much, but we are told that CI for second year is 4950. So now substitute the value, but CI for second year is rupees 4950. So this is equal to this. So 33x upon 200 is equal to 4950. So shift the numbers on the other side. 4950 into 200 upon 33. So 3 11s are 3, 1s are 3, 3 6s are 18, 3 5s are 15 and 0. 11 1s are 11, 5 remains 11, 5s are 55 and 0. So x is equal to 150 into 200. 15 2s are 30 and 3 zeros. So therefore principal is rupees 30,000. Box the answer. Don't forget rupee ka symbol. Write down the final statement. The sum of money invested is rupees 30,000. Moving on to next question. Question number 7. A sum of money is invested at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. If the difference of amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months is rupees 189, find the sum of money invested. So there is certain sum of money which is invested which we need to find. Okay, sum of money is nothing but principal. So let's say the principal is x rupees. Okay, so we'll directly start with the solution. It's very easy. So let the sum of money be x rupees. Okay, that is principal is equal to x rupees. Okay, now sum of money is invested at 10% per annum compounded half yearly. So rate of interest is 10% and it is compounded half yearly. So whenever the interest is compounded half yearly, you divide r by 2 and multiply n by 2. Okay, so that will be the modification in formula of amount. Okay, so you need to remember this. So just write down the interest is compounded half yearly. If the difference of amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months is rupees 180 and 189, find the sum of money invested. Now, the difference of amounts at the end of 6 months. 6 months is nothing but half year. So, amount for half year. And 12 months. So, that is amount for 1 year. Difference in amounts at the end of 6 months and 12 months is rupees 189. Which one will be greater, 1 year or half year ka amount? Obviously 1 year. So amount for 1 year minus amount for half year will give you rupees 189. Okay, so this is the condition given to us. Amount for 1 year minus amount for half year is equal to 189. So it's very easy. Okay, principal we have assumed to be x rupees. Rate of interest is 10%. Okay, n will be 1 for this case and half for this case. Okay, so let us find the amount for 1 year and half year, and then we'll substitute the values in this information. Okay, so on solving we'll get the value of x, that is sum of money. So let us now start solving. So first we'll consider half year. Okay, so for half year, but before that just write down, okay, the difference in the amount for half year and 1 year is 189. So amount for 1 year minus amount for half year is equal to rupees 189. So write down all the given information and then start with the solution. Okay, so first we'll find for half year. Now principal is x rupees. Okay, rate of interest is 10% and n will be half year. So a is equal to p into 1 plus r upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2. Don't forget this part, very very important. Okay, if you take the normal formula by mistake, your answer will go wrong. So x into 1 plus r is 10 upon 200 raised to n is half into 2. Okay, so 2 gets cancelled, 0 gets cancelled. So x into 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 1. So we'll solve the bracket first. Okay, so a is equal to x into 20 upon 20 plus 1 upon 20. So that gives x into 21 upon 20. So I can rewrite it as 21x upon 20 rupees. So this is the amount for half year. Don't forget rupee ka symbol. Okay, now we'll calculate the amount for 1 year. So for 1 year, principal is x rupees, r is 10%, n is 1 year. Now again, modified formula, you'll divide rate of interest by 2 and multiply n by 2. Okay, so don't forget this part. So a is equal to p into 1 plus r upon 2 into 100 raised to n into 2. So substituting the values, x into 1 plus 10 upon 200 raised to 1 into 2, 0 0 gets cancelled. So x into 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 2. So we'll solve the bracket first. So 20 upon 20 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 2. So that gives x into 21 upon 20 raised to 2. Okay, so a is equal to 441 upon 400 into x. So that is 441 x upon 400 rupees. Okay, so this is the amount for 1 year, that is 12 months. It is 441x upon 400 rupees. Don't forget rupee ka symbol. Now we'll substitute the values of amount for 1 year and amount for half year in the given condition. Okay, so we know that amount for 1 year minus amount for half year is equal to rupees 189. So now substituting the values, amount for 1 year was 441x upon 400 and amount for half year was 21x upon 20 is equal to 189. First we'll solve this part. Okay, so we'll multiply by 20 in both numerator and denominator. Okay, so 441x upon 400 minus 20 into 21, that will give 420. X upon 400 is equal to 189. So now denominators are equal. So upon 400 is equal to 189. Now this will give 21x upon 400 is equal to 189. So shifting the numbers on the other side, x is equal to 189 into 400 upon 21. So 21 9s are 189. 9 4s are 36 and zeros. So principal is rupees 3,600. It's very easy. Okay, you just have to solve for amount for 1 year and half year and just substitute in the given condition. Also write down the final statement. The sum of money invested is rupees 3,600. Let's read the next question. Question number 8. Rohit borrows rupees 86,000 from Arun for 2 years at 5% per annum simple interest. He immediately lends out this money to Akshay at 5% compound interest compounded annually for the same period. Calculate Rohit's profit in the transaction at the end of 2 years. Now, there are 3 people over here. One is Rohit, who is borrowing 86,000 from Arun. That is, Arun is giving 86,000 to Rohit, right? So Arun is giving 86,000 to Rohit. Alright. So Rohit borrows 86,000 from Arun for 2 years at 5% per annum simple interest. So he is borrowing for 2 years. Okay, so Principal is 86,000. R is 5% and time period is 2 years. Okay, simple interest है, so PRT. Okay, so he is borrowing at simple interest. Now he immediately lends out this money to Akshay at 5% compound interest compounded annually for the same period. He is giving the entire money to Akshay. So Rohit is giving 86,000 to Akshay. Now he is lending out the money at compound interest, not simple interest. Okay, so he is lending out at compound interest. Now what is the rate of interest? It is 5%. Principal is 86,000. Compounded annually. Okay, so normal formula for amount for the same period. So N is 2 years. Everything is same. Okay, but here it is compound interest. So we know compound interest is always more than simple interest. Okay, now we have to find Rohit's profit in the transaction at the end of 2 years. Now what will be the profit earned by Rohit? Now Akshay has to return money to Rohit after 2 years. So he will not be returning only 86,000. He will be returning 86,000 plus the interest charge, that is compound interest. So he will be returning certain amount. Okay, amount is nothing but principal plus the interest. So he has to return certain amount to Rohit after 2 years. So this amount is nothing but P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. We know P, we know R, we know N. We can easily find the amount that Akshay has to return Rohit after 2 years. Okay, so we'll get the amount. Now Rohit also has to return certain amount to Arun after 2 years. Now he will again be returning the original plus the interest. So he has to return the original sum, that is principal, plus the simple interest. Okay, he is not paying compound interest to Arun. So principal is nothing but 86,000 plus the simple interest on that sum. So simple interest easily मिल जाएगा. We know P, R and T. So P into R into T upon 100. Okay, so you will get the amount. Now the amount received by Rohit and the amount to be returned by Rohit, that is what you have to find. Amount or money, okay, received by Rohit will be this. Akshay will return this much amount. Okay, so it will be this. Let's say it is A2 and this is A1. Okay, an amount to be returned by Rohit after 2 years. Okay, ये सब 2 years के बाद है, will be A1. Now the subtraction of the amount will give you the profit. जितना मनी मिला है उसमें से जितना मनी रिटर्न कर रहे हैं, दैट विल बी द प्रॉफिट. रिमेनिंग अमाउंट इज द प्रॉफिट. सो प्रॉफिट इज द अमाउंट रिसीव्ड माइनस अमाउंट रिटर्न्ड. ओके, सो यू नीड टू फाइंड द अमाउंट रिसीव्ड बाय रोहित, दैट इज दिस. अमाउंट टू बी रिटर्न बाय रोहित, दैट इज दिस. ओके, सो अमाउंट टू बी रिसीव्ड इज compound interest and amount to be returned is at simple interest. Okay, so now let us write down the given in proper manner and start solving. Now first we'll find the amount that Rohit has to return to Arun, okay, after 2 years. So before that, first we'll write down all the given information. So Rohit has borrowed 86,000 from Arun at simple interest. So just write that down. So sum of money borrowed by Rohit from Arun is equal to rupees 86,000. Okay, he has borrowed at simple interest, so the interest charged is simple interest. Okay, now first we'll find the amount to be returned by Rohit after 2 years. So we need to find that amount to be returned by Rohit after 2 years. So that is nothing but the original sum plus the simple interest. Okay, original sum plus interest will give you the amount that he has to return. Alright, so we need to find simple interest first. So for simple interest, what all information do we have? Principal is rupees 86,000. Rate of interest is 5% and time period is 2 years. Okay, so SI is equal to P into R into D upon 100. So that is 86,000 into 5 into 2 upon 100. 0 0 will get cancelled, so we are left with 860 into 10. So that is nothing but 8600. Now this is only simple interest. Okay, we need to find amount. So amount to be returned, same thing, to be returned by Rohit after 2 years is equal to the principal plus the simple interest. Principal is 86,000, simple interest is 8600. So that will give you 94600 rupees. So amount to be returned by Rohit after 2 years is this much. Now let's see how much amount will Rohit get after 2 years. So amount to be received by Rohit after 2 years from Akshay. Okay, so he is giving the same money to Akshay at compound interest. So let us find out the amount that Akshay will give to Rohit. Now we'll write down the similar information for the other case. Okay, so the same sum of money is lent by Rohit to Akshay. It is 86,000. He gives away the entire money to Akshay, but he gives the money at compound interest. So the interest charge is compound interest. Okay, and amount to be received by Rohit after 2 years. Akshay has to return the money to Rohit after 2 years. So what is that sum of money? What is the amount? That is what we have to find. Okay, so we know all the information. We know principal, we know rate of interest, we know number of years. So let us find the amount that will be received by Rohit after 2 years. So we'll directly use the formula. Okay, so in case of compound interest, principal we know is 86,000. Rate of interest is 5% and number of years is 2 years. Now amount will be P into 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So that will be 86,000 into 1 plus 5 upon 100 raised to 2. 5 ones are 5 20s are. So we get 86,000 into 1 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 2. So we'll take LCM and we'll solve the bracket first. So A is equal to 86,000 into 20 upon 20 plus 1 upon 20 raised to 2. So 86,000 into 21 upon 20 raised to 2. So that will be 86,000 into 441 upon 400. Okay, squaring 21 ka square is 441, 20 ka square is 400. Zeros will get cancelled. 4 2s are 8, 4 1s are and 5s are. Okay, so 215 into 441 multiply. So 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20, again 20 plus 2 22. Here 1 4 4 and here 2 8 8. So we'll get 94,815 rupees. Okay, so the amount to be received by Rohit is rupees 94,815. Okay, now we need to find the profit made by Rohit. That is nothing but amount that he gets minus the amount that he has to return. Okay, so that will be 94,815 minus 94,600, which is 215 rupees. So the profit made by Rohit is amount received. Okay, amount received should be more than the amount that you have to return. Okay, so amount received by Rohit after 2 years minus amount to be returned by Rohit after 2 years. Okay, so that will be 94,815 minus 94,600. Okay, so that is 215 rupees. So profit made by Rohit is 215 rupees. Don't forget rupee ka symbol, box the answer.